Alright guys, today I'm going to show you how to beat the meta, the principles to defend, attack, and dominate any team with the way the game is evolving in eFootball these days. I'll be using real game example from a PvP match I played recently. Specifically, I'll be breaking down the formation everyone's using right now. That narrow setup with 3 narrow strikers, 3 center backs, and 1 fullback, or where the fullbacks tuck in and everything goes straight through the middle. You'll see exactly how I built my team to stay solid at the back, compact, balanced, and ready to cut off every passing lane. How I timed my presses, stayed patient, and defended smart, making it very difficult to develop any rhythm and break through no matter how many passes they tried. Then, once I won the ball, I'll show you how to attack them properly, using your wingers to stretch the pitch, open space, and create clear chances that actually lead to goals. Almost everyone is using this same setup right now. What people call the new meta. It's compact, frustrating, and it seems unbeatable until you understand how to break it down. Now, let's talk about defending this meta. To make things simple, we'll break it down into 2 main parts. Part 1, defensive discipline. When it comes to defending against this meta, the key is anticipation and patience. You don't want to rush these guys. That's exactly what they want. The whole system is built around baiting you to press too early. So instead, wait. Let them make the first move, then time your tackle or interception right at the moment they want to play the pass. Defending here is about being proactive, but not reckless. Make sure you're switching players quickly and use teammate pressure wisely. It's a very powerful tool, but also tricky. I've been working on a separate project just to break down how to use call for pressure properly. It might not drop this week, but stay tuned for that. The most important rule here is don't apply the teammate pressure unless you're in danger. If you do, you lose your backup option, and then you're actually exposed. Another big tip, always keep an eye on their supporting striker. That's usually the danger man in this system. When playing against this system, I have noticed that I usually concede more goals from those supporting strikers than the actual center forwards. Remember, defending in this game is proactive now. You have to anticipate the play, but not overcommit. No one step up and want to drop back. That balance only comes with experience, but once you master it, defending begins to feel a lot easier. If you learned something from this part, consider subscribing. It really helps the channel out. Now, the setup and formation. Since everyone attacks through the middle these days and play all those short, quick passes, you need a formation that sits compact and deep. You want to block those central channels and shut down any passing lanes before they even open up. Personally, I always go with 2 defensive midfielders, and I highly recommend you do the same. That gives your center backs protection and keeps your shape tight. You can see here how Rijkaard and Scholes press together. Scholes is usually the one who steps up first to press, and then Rijkaard just stays a step behind, ready to recover the ball. It's almost like he's waiting for the mistake. This setup is really solid. Once Rijkaard wins it back, he immediately gives it to Scholes again, and that's how you keep the rhythm going. It's actually very effective. Now for all these to work, your defensive mids must have good defensive stats, especially the main DM, because in this setup, they basically act as another back too. Now this next part is where the so-called meta gets it all wrong. Keep your fullbacks in their natural position. This is key. Don't move your fullbacks all the way inside like a lot of people do. A properly positioned fullback will naturally drift inside to cover for your center back when needed. You just have to make sure he has enough pace to track back from the flank and slot into position when the team is defending. To enable them to do that effectively, make sure you pick fullbacks with high defensive awareness. This helps them get back into position and cover up gaps effectively. Don't over-adjust their positions. Keep your defensive line stable. Don't push them too high up either. The whole idea here, it's all about balance. Optimize them properly and let them do their job. If you don't have proper defensive fullbacks, then pay attention because I will give you 2 safe options. Number 1, retrain a CB to boost his speed and sacrifice some of his defensive stats and the given position training so he is compatible with the fullback position. That is a better alternative than playing him as a CB and leaving the flanks open. I am making a video specifically on this, so stay tuned. Alternatively, you can retrain your attacking fullbacks, sacrificing some of his passing stats for more solidity at the back. You might actually give up some overall rating, but we're here to win, not chase numbers, right? Now that we've covered defending, let's move into the attacking side of the game. For this part, I'll show you exactly how each attack played out, goal by goal, so you can see the whole picture. Now, the first goal is not really about his missing fullbacks. It's just about quick reactions and awareness. But you can see that the second goal here is a textbook example. I get the ball in midfield with Paul Scholes. One simple pass to Neymar, and the whole thing opens up. Now, obviously not every chance goes in. That's football. But you can already see the pattern. It's incredibly easy to break through from the wings. Every single move follows the same pattern. Stretch them wide, create space, and then exploit that gap inside the box. The ease with which I get into dangerous positions says everything about how weak this setup is defensively. The third goal follows the exact same pattern. When the ball, Scholes again plays it out wide to Neymar, and Neymar has all the space in the world. A quick cross into Gabigol, and it's the same outcome. I'll show you how to make your striker hold that position so he's able to finish almost every time. So, after using the left for a while, I decided to mix things up and switch to the other side. So I went through Messi instead. And guess what? Same result. The same movement, same space, same easy goal. You can already see how open this meta leaves the wings. Once you stretch them out a little, they just can't cope. Now let me show you how to set up your attack to exploit this weakness. How to set up your attack. First of all, like you've seen here, your attack setup should stretch the pitch. The biggest weakness of this meta is how narrow they play. Everyone is packed into the middle, which means the wings are always wide open. So, make sure your wingers are positioned slightly wider than usual. You don't have to go extreme, just wide enough that they can receive and open space without any interference. Next, you need midfielders who can find those passes quickly. Make sure they have at least 85 for both lofted and low passing. Look for player skills like one-touch passing, through passing, and low lofted pass. These help them release the ball fast and accurately to your wingers. Then, for your striker, I highly recommend a goal poacher, example Batistuta or Mbappe, but he must have high attacking awareness. That's what allows him to almost know exactly where the ball will be and apply the finish. Fox in a box cards work really well too. Their movement makes everything easier because all your winger really needs to do is create half a yard and cross it in. Just make sure they have good finishing, decent speed, and acceleration. Make sure to go to the individual instructions and give him anchoring so he stays in position to finish up those chances. Finally, be unpredictable. You can see how I switched to Messi once my opponent was beginning to anticipate the pass to Neymar. Don't force everything down one side. Once they start adjusting, switch the play. So yeah, the idea is simple. Stretch them wide, pass quickly, and use players who move with purpose. Let me know in the comments what setups you'd like me to break down next. Someone already asked for a video on how to beat a proper 5 at the back formation, so that's probably coming soon. If you learned something or enjoyed this one, consider subscribing. It really helps the channel grow. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Don't forget to subscribe.